Okay. So now we're live. Cool. And now you
Yeah,
should be able to we
we're
should
live.
be able to share it with our desired pages.
Sounds good. I'm just doing that.
Sweet. Let's
So we're
see.
live right now.
So
Yes,
we're
we
live.
are.
Hello,
Awesome.
everyone.
Hi, everyone. Happy pre-snow day to the Life University and Cobb County and Kennesaw schools.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry to the ones that were ready to crush Oskies tomorrow, and you just have to push that energy and that knowledge and keep
Yeah.
reviewing
Just
one
more
more
week.
week. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. We're going to be fine, guys. We're going to be fine.
You'll all be great. You will all do very, very well.
Things happen for a reason, Johnny.
Hey, I think the same way. Absolutely.
So we were able to have coffee this past weekend with the one and only Johnny Reuter. And we had never met this kid before. We had just seen some things on the Facebook world, in the chiropractic world, about this thing called the
The
Legendary
legendary-
Chiropractor. And
Yeah.
his name was attached to that. So we were like, hey,
This is cool. This is cool stuff.
yeah, this is cool. We want to sit down, have coffee with this kid, and figure out what all this is about. So
Why this kid? Like, no, this kid. This is a cool kid.
He's a
I
cool
like
kid.
that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So we had coffee with Johnny, and we just had an awesome time connecting and learning about his vision for this thing he created, and we wanted to share it with all of you guys and let you know what the heck is going on with Johnny Reuter and the Legendary Chiropractor.
I love it. That's a great introduction. That's better than anything I could have done. I love that. Well, thank you so much for, sitting down, having coffee with me, reaching out to me, number one, because I think that's the hardest part as students especially is reaching out and saying, what this person's doing is kind of cool, but I'm not sure what he's doing kind of thing. And I know that I've been following you guys for a long time just on Facebook and social media in general and just, doing Love My Mondays and your book. And so you think you can tick. It's all around Life University's campus and all around chiropractic. And that is what's really, really cool is that there are so many different pods. There's so many different students doing incredible things. And I'm honored to be hopefully one of those people. And I hope the Legendary Chiropractor online community can really grow from here. And it's going to be exciting to see where it can go.
Okay, so for everyone who doesn't know, the Legendary Chiropractor just had their huge launch on Saturday.
Yes.
So for the chiropractic world that doesn't know what the Legendary Chiropractor is, Johnny, can you give us like a little snippet? What is the Legendary Chiropractor?
Yeah, absolutely. The Legendary Chiropractor is and I keep saying the Legendary Chiropractor online community because it's not one Legendary Chiropractor, right? It's not like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the mighty Legendary Chiropractor.
It's
that's
you.
Not what that's not what that's about, right? It's about creating this space of community and camaraderie with other students that want more out of their chiropractic education and want more out of chiropractic in general, the profession, the doctors, other students. And it's a really awesome opportunity to come together, especially with the site and all of the content that it has to offer, as well as the Mentor Up program, which is the main objective of the Legendary Chiropractor, right? It's all about branching and bridging gaps between doctors and students, prospective students and current students, and doing some intermingling with current students who might be in different quarters, might be in different tries, might be in different semesters, and saying, hey, I'd really love to reach out to this upper quarter student and ask them, how this class is, how this professor is, or just get their take on like where their chiropractic philosophy aligns going out into the profession if they're maybe a 12th quarter student or something and they're about to go peak or they're about to go out into the real world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this isn't something that's just for Life University students, right?
No, not at all. Yeah, this is all inclusive for Life University students and all chiropractic students and doctors who are interested in getting the next generations of chiropractors to that next level, right? Because I think it's really, really important that we have this space to go to and not pay a ton of money for it. It's completely free, and the content,
it's free.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
free mentorship.
yeah,
Wow.
right. I mean, that's the best part.
That's pretty awesome. That's
So
not...
wait, you're not trying to sell us anything?
No, not at all.
That's awesome.
Not at all. Unless you want a sweet shirt, but that's about it. That's all I got.
But that's really cool, because that's something within our profession as a student body in all chiropractic schools, there's not a lot of free mentorship programs.
Nope.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
and there really isn't anything that I know of that's set up specifically connecting students to other students.
Yes. Yeah.
And other than some small programs, or I guess clubs in other universities, and there's a organization in Puerto Rico, other than those couple of things, there's nothing for prospective chiropractic students.
Right, yeah.
The pre-chiropractic groups.
Pre-chiropractic groups, right. So
Absolutely.
if I'm in high school or even college and I'm thinking I want to be a doctor, or I want to be in a healthcare profession, or I just like people and I want to help people and I have a very vitalistic mindset and I'm looking for professions, I can go to the Legendary Chiropractor and check out what the profession is about and actually connect to real people, right?
Yes.
And talk to them.
Yeah, yeah. And that's huge. I think you mentioned a really great point, right? It's a mentorship and coaching program that's completely free for chiropractic students, either current or prospective. So if you're interested and you already know, like if you're going in junior, senior year of undergraduate degree, or you're doing like the 90 credits and transferring here to get your undergrad, I know Life offers that. I'm not sure if other schools do. But if you're in one of those case scenarios, prospective chiropractic students need a place to go. And especially when I was in undergrad at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, it's like you really have no place to get knowledge about the profession or talk to anybody within the profession, because one, even if you were in touch with the mentorship and coaching programs that are out there, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for them, or you aren't familiar with any of it and you really have nowhere to go except for what the school is telling you and providing for you. And I thought it was really important to touch base with those prospective students and really start tapping into that and hopefully helping them out and guiding them along a successful chiropractic journey.
So I have a question for you, Johnny, because I'm listening to you and I check out the website that, of course, I encourage, if you're listening and you haven't done it, go to the legendarychiropractor.com. It's really amazing.
Yeah, go check out the newly launched website.
Go check it out. I want to ask you, how do you do, man? How do you do to create all this content, have an awesome webpage, launch a movement, and also be a chiropractic student, and also have a social life, you know?
Right. Yeah. No. That's a good question. That's a good point. Yeah. That's a very good question. And I'm, like I said before, I'm not the legendary chiropractor. I'm not a superhero, and I don't intend on being one. But at the same time, it's like you have priorities, and you learn that early on in school. And if you don't learn by succeeding and learning it, you learn by failing and then getting a second go around and saying, okay, I really need a kick in the butt and a kick in gear. And you prioritize, time manage, and you figure out what you are passionate in, right? Because when it came to creating the legendarychiropractor.com and all of its content so far, it was a passion for me, and I was driven by just being online or doing something of, like, I would wake up, like I was telling you guys at coffee, I would wake up at like 1 a.m. and write an idea down, and then I would commit to it the next day. Like that's where the blog came from, the article reviews came from there, the podcast came from there. And so everything just kind of stemmed from one thing to the next. And that was really, really cool. And I really enjoyed just doing it. And I enjoy currently launching it, and it's been a heck of a journey so far. And I'm really excited to see where it goes. But yeah, I'm no superhero. I have no extra time in a day. I have 24 hours and 7 days a week, and you just kind of you learn what you can task, and sometimes it gets overwhelming. But at the same time, you realize like, hey, this is a passion, and it's not really work, right? As chiropractors like to always say, we'll never work a day in our lives because this is what we love to do. And that's the truth too. And this is just something supplemental to go side by side with my chiropractic education. At least so I thought.
That's awesome. And it's great you're doing this, and it's really cool that you're doing this while you're a student. That's something that we've been saying for the past couple years. We've been hosting events through our Love My Monday platform called We Are the Present, because everyone always says, oh, you're the future of
Yes.
this profession,
Yes.
You're the future of this family or this company or whatnot. And we're like, wow, that's really kind of pushing everything off till tomorrow. What about today? What are we doing today? And I think the struggle for us students is getting stuck in a school study environment, in a study mindset, and we constantly think, okay, I'll do this when I'm a doctor. I'll do this when I have my office, or when I have a family, or when I'm married, or when I have kids, or when I do this, or when I see this many patients, or when I make this much money. And I just think it's so cool that you're doing this now in the middle of the craziness. We know you just started an outpatient clinic, in school. This is when everything gets real, and when life gets real, and you really have to prioritize.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's important too, because I'm still learning. I'm still failing. I'm still getting up again, but that's what matters most, because the moment, and that's a quote somewhere, I don't know who it's by, but the moment you stop getting up again and you stop getting, you keep getting beat down, but you stop, that's the last time you get up, that's when it's over, right? It's like, it's not over until it's over. And if you keep getting up and you keep fighting every day in school, in life, and personally and professionally, it's not going to end. And you're going to see amazing, amazing results with that work ethic, because that's what's important. And especially in chiropractic, you got to make your own, no matter where you're going, what you're doing. If you're associating, if you're independent contracting, if you are opening your own practice, and you have to put in the work. You have to put in the legwork. No one's just going to hand this to you and say, hey, here's a chiropractic office with thousands of patients, and feel free, we're making $1 million a year, and I'm walking away. It's like, I don't think that happens very often. Right? It's like, I don't think, if ever. And so you just got to keep getting back up and fighting the good fight, because hopefully you'll eventually create something of value to other people. And I hope that's where the Legendary Chiropractor comes in. I hope it creates value and people see value in it from all sorts of chiropractic schools and doctors. I had a doc reach out to me actually just last night at 1 a.m. and was like, hey, John, nice to talk to you. Why'd you want to become a chiropractor? He starts asking me these questions. And little did I know, I woke up in the morning and he actually submitted a Mentor Up application to become a mentor. That's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really cool to me. It's like this guy saw the value in what I'm doing and what we're doing as a profession and as students. And that is what's really, really cool to me. That's powerful.
Yeah, so that's really cool, because the idea is to start becoming the best chiropractor right now, the best chiropractor you can be right now.
Amen.
As during school, because
as a student.
as a student, because a lot of people think that when you walk across the stage and you receive that piece of paper, the sky's open, right? And there's a magical BJ hand in
and money,
in high five formation that just gives you a little
now.
tap, and you all of a sudden become the best chiropractic doctor in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you a really bad news right now that doesn't happen. Right. That's not how it works.
Well, you're not sure. You graduate this
Yeah.
quarter.
That's true, but I talked to
It
some
might
people that
happen.
already graduated,
Absolutely.
and they walked across the stage, and they were exactly the same person on the other side of the stage. The only thing that they had was a little tiny piece of paper that I know that is very expensive, but they were not the chiropractors that they wanted to be because they never did. They never trained themselves to be the best chiropractors
Absolutely.
before graduation.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know, nothing magical happens. I mean, it's a really
rare
cool
case.
day. I can imagine.
There's a rare case out there, but you're
But
you're
nothing
absolutely
magical
right.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. You're not going to just walk across and say, drop everything. There's going to be money raining from the sky. You're going to pay off your student loans in a year and a half and open up a 1,000 patient a week practice. And it can happen. Yes, it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But where TLC comes in, where the Legendary Chiropractor comes in, is that you have those stepping stones and that foundation. When you do cross the stage, you know exactly what you want to do because you've had mentors and coaches who have guided you through this process. And I hope that, you ask all the right questions or even some wrong ones, right? And say, is it like this? When I came to chiropractic school, my dumbest question was, how many boards do we have? I had no idea how many board exams we have.
We thought we had one, right?
And I was like, oh, we take one. I think I told you guys that over coffee. I was like, I think we take one board exam and we move on. That's not the case at all. So just
It's 5.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Fine.
And then 2 sets of Oskies, right? It's like, oh man. But that's the thing is like where the Legendary Chiropractor can step in and fill these gaps, fill these voids is right there. Explaining to chiropractic students what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what to expect when you get to school as a prospective student. Because every school has their own fluffy little, orientation or fluffy little weekend to like get you to come to their school. And that makes perfect sense. But wouldn't you want to hear from a current chiropractic student who's living that, right? Who's actually doing that and can tell you, hey, these classes are really hard, but this school, this philosophy is amazing. This, or this school and these adjusting seminars and classes that are around are amazing. No matter where you go to school, you're going to have people that find different things. And I hope that with the 30 plus mentors we have on that page right now, some of those come through, and I hope people use it to their benefit, right?
So do you have to be a doctor to be a mentor? To sign up to be a mentor?
Absolutely not. And that's one of the coolest parts, I think, is that peer-to-peer relationship and getting to hear from people who have not only done it before you, but who are only a couple years older than you, if that, right? Or and then having doctors, young doctors. I have a couple young docs who are first years out in practice on there, and I also have a couple docs who are 40 years out in practice. So it's like just by reading their bios, looking at them and saying, these people I want to talk to, and hopefully you get a conversation with them that just takes you to the next level and hopefully lights a fire under you and says, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done, like Francisco said, before we walk across that stage, right?
Great. Do you have any questions?
Do you have anything else?
So
if he can tick, do you think he should?
Yeah, let me ask you guys about that. Absolutely.
I think Johnny could probably
Okay,
tick.
so I'm already receiving a lot of messages here on Facebook that people just wondering if you think you can tick.
Absolutely.
Because we have this event coming up, and we're looking for some speakers. I know we're gonna sign up 15 speakers as we always do, but you are invited, Johnny. We would love to hear you. So you think you can take? No pressure.
I appreciate that.
But we would love to hear you. What you have to say?
Yeah. So tell me
Kelly,
a
tell
little
us a little bit about.
What's that?
No, I was asking Kelly to tell us when is So You Think You Can Take.
Please give us more information on So You Think You Can Take, where it is, what time it's at, and how many speakers you're looking to participate, and what they talk about. We can always go back and ask those again.
Yeah, absolutely. So You Think You Can Take, this is just another opportunity for you students to not wait until you're a doctor to do something. And this is all about public speaking and getting out of your comfort zone and sharing chiropractic in front of your peers to just get some reps in on speaking in front of other people. It's not something we do a lot in school and in the classroom, and just like anything else, this is one thing you don't want to wait until you walk across the stage to start practicing. So this is an event we do every quarter at Life University. This is our little school tradition, and you can sign up to speak. It's free to attend. We always have pizza and wine. It's a good time. But if you would like to speak and you would like to sign up and really take the plunge, it's $15 for a speaker entry. That just pays for all the pizza and wine. And you have 8 minutes to talk about anything you'd like, as long as it relates to chiropractic. So really, you have free reign there. Creative license, take it, speak about whatever you'd like, as long as it's something related to our profession, and we always have some really cool prizes.
It can be your story, it can be whatever you want to share with other students to help them. Absolutely. And the really cool thing about this event is that you go there, and you listen to people that probably sat right next to you for 3 years or for 2 years in classes that you had no idea who they were. And after they speak and they share their heart, you really know, what's going on with them, what's their dreams, what they really want to achieve in this profession or as a person. And it's really wonderful to see them again after the event at school and, and high five them, say hi, and ask them how their dreams are going, and hold them accountable. And the same thing happens to you if you speak or if you share in that event, which is really, really good, really cool event. It's my favorite event of the quarter for sure.
I love it. So, did you mention where it was taking place? Where it's taking place?
Oh, this is at the Delt House.
Okay.
So, the Delt House always hosts us, and they're doing some renovations and painting and everything. So, the chapter room is going to look really cool for us while we're there.
Yeah.
And we're excited for
And there's prizes for the winners.
Always prizes.
Yeah, so I don't want to say this yet because I know Jamal Fruster is the one that is going to be, announcing the prizes. But we always try to look for seminars for students that win. Always the 3 winners get a really good prizes. It can be money, it can be seminars, it can be speaking opportunities. Usually our winners speak at Live Vision. It's really, really awesome event.
That's fantastic.
And we think Johnny's might be able to.
Yeah, Johnny might
be able to share.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, this guy can just stand up there and share for 8 minutes. He's really good.
Or longer, right? I mean.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I absolutely love.
Cut you off.
Yeah.
We used to let people go as long as they wanted, but
you can't do that.
Like a 4-hour event, so we've been utilizing the timer the last couple quarters.
Yes, that's very, very, very smart.
Yeah. But that's what this is about, is giving students an opportunity to share their passion, and like you, not saying you have to speak at all or about the legendary chiropractor, but like this is an example of showing other students, hey, I'm doing something cool, and that just ignites that passion in everybody else in the room. Just like us watching you on Facebook Live and podcast talking about it, we're like, man, we like this kid. He's on fire, he's moving, he's doing stuff. Let's have coffee. Let's get to know him. This is somebody we want in our circle.
Absolutely.
And that's the kind of...
And it's such a... understanding audience, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
We're not there to judge people that are speaking. Right. I don't know if it makes sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How will you say it's an
It's a learning environment.
Yeah. Right.
It's a learning environment. So instead of stepping into your office full of 10 new patients giving a doctor's talk, and where how you perform depends on whether or not you get patients, you're just in a room full of other students in a comfortable place practicing that, and then hopefully succeeding, but maybe failing first there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
it's a good, And everything you've said, I've personally never done So You Think You Can Tick, and I've kind of regretted it for a very long time. But it used to be very, I don't want to say infrequent, but the timing of it was kind of abrupt, and it was like, oh, let's do this, and then it was like, we got to get these speakers, and then it seemed like crunch time, right? But I haven't done it, but I encourage you guys to go out there and do it. Whoever's watching this, I mean, if you see this later on, what's the date of it? March what?
Oh, so this is Saturday, March 2nd.
Okay.
So this is the Saturday of week 8. So
Okay.
you guys have plenty of time.
Exactly, yeah.
To prepare.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's not even until March. So you guys have plenty of time to prepare a speech, prepare something to say in front of this forgiving and awesome audience. And like Kelli was saying, it's not something that you're going to go up there, people are going to throw tomatoes at you and boo. And that's not, that's not the chiropractic vibe. That's not how chiropractic does it. Chiropractic is all inclusive, and we treat everyone with dignity and respect, because the stories people share, even if it's not So You Think You Can Tick, if you dive deep enough into somebody's story and how they got involved in chiropractic and why they're sitting in the seat they're sitting in, right? That gets pretty powerful. And that gets, you tap into that next level. It's not just that superficial, hey, how's the weather? How are you feeling today conversation.
How was your break?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's why are you here and what do you want to do when you leave? Do you want to commit to your community? Do you want to go online? Do you want to travel the world? Like, where is your vision, right? And that, I feel like Francisco said, you sit next to these people all quarter long for, 2.5, 3 years now for all of us. And that you'll look at them and be like, whoa, I had no idea what you were either going through, how you got involved in chiropractic, or just, your passion, your fire, your ignition for chiropractic and the philosophy and what we're doing as a profession. So that, to me, is really, really cool. And I hope, and I probably will participate this year, but I encourage everybody to do so. It's in March, and you have plenty of time to prepare something. So You Think You Can Tick, get on it, get in it. Because as Francisco told me, I'm pretty sure there are some pretty cool prizes. So you guys can get on that. And also, last but not least, Kelli, let's talk about your book. I know we've been going for about 30 minutes here, but you told me at coffee that you sold over 500 copies already. 500 copies in less than a month. Holy smokes, that is fantastic. I applaud you. I think that's fantastic. Just another student crushing it, right? That's what it is.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about it.
We published on Amazon in December, and a couple days after we got back from Argentina, I was like, oh, I just realized I just sold over 500 books. That was pretty cool.
That's a surprise. Oh, hey.
I was like, I don't know. I've never done a book before. I've never really talked intimately with anyone who's published books, but 500 in the first month. I think I'm doing okay.
I think you're doing well. I think you're doing very well.
I'm happy about that. And honestly, it's awesome getting these books into chiropractic offices, because I know patients are getting to read them, other kids are getting to read them, my friends and family, other students are getting to read it. But really what I'm most excited about is that Life University, Dr. Rob Scott, our wonderful president, purchased 100 books. And these books are going out to every single elementary school in Cobb County here in Atlanta, Georgia. So that just
that's amazing.
Melts my heart and makes me so excited, because that really is part of my vision for why I wrote this book. I want kids in elementary schools and kindergarten classrooms learning about subluxation, learning about their nervous system, learning about how powerful their bodies are and how equipped and enough they are to heal themselves, and I'm just so excited.
Oh,
Excited about that.
I love it. And I told you this, and you and I met up because I bought a book from you, and I bought the book for someone who's in chiropractic school. I bought it for her baby shower and gave it to her as a gift because I think it is the perfect, if you're a chiropractic student, man, you don't have a better book to bring to a baby shower other than a chiropractic children's book.
Johnny Law, baby shower,
right? Like, that's unbelievably cool. I think that's so amazing. And the lives, like, we don't think about this, but the lives, Dr. Rubin talks about it all the time in his PEDS class, the lives you're affecting on a day-to-day basis, not only with chiropractic and the adjustment, but the communication and what that's doing down the pipeline. And if we start, instead of going down the pipeline, let's just start at the beginning. Get the kids involved. Get the kids involved in the book. Start talking about the nervous system, the spine, appreciating the spine. You're going to see a societal change, right? You're going to see this big, huge change that's impacting the entire world because we're starting at the first spot, which is the children, and it's just going to work its way up because of those kids who invest into that book, or they're like, oh, what was your favorite book when you were a kid? And they name your book. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that would be so cool. And some of those things you just don't think about, but I want to put that into perspective for you and say, this is impactful. This is powerful stuff. And I think you did an amazing job. Yeah.
So when kids go back to their house after school and they read the book and they're like, Mom, I want to go to the chiropractor right now. Let's go. Coming from the kids, that's really the vision that Kelli has.
Oh my gosh. So. And your vision, you're going to see your vision bloom. I can promise you that. Because you literally, you won't go into an office that there isn't a children's chiropractic book, right? So it's like the more you sell and the more you get out there to the community, people want this stuff. And people are seeking to go kind of on a philosophy tangent, but people are seeking alternative healthcare measures as the number one thing to go to first. They want preventative care. They want chiropractic care in their lives. And I know we've been preaching this, it's the best time to be a chiropractor ever. And we've been saying that for 124 years because that's how old chiropractic is. But at the same time, it's true. People are seeking this out with the opioid crisis and everything like that. People want chiropractic and preventative healthy measures for their children, especially in today's day and age.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's huge. I love it, Kelli. Good job. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I'm so happy for you.
So, all right. For all of our friends who are still watching, we have some action steps for you. Number 1, if you're a life student, get signed up for So You Think You Can Tick.
Yep. We only have like seven spots.
They are filling up. I think there's 6 or 7 left. And it's whoever pays first gets the spot, so there's no arguments. The first Venmo gets to speak.
Yeah.
And if you haven't bought The Greatest Thing yet, if you're a life student, shoot me a message. I just got another shipment in, so I have about 50 books at my house I can get you. If not, go on Amazon and order it, or if you're a doc and you want to buy in bulk, go to my website. Don't buy bulk on Amazon. It's way cheaper on the website. And finally, if you want to be a mentor, or if you want to be mentored and you're thinking about chiropractic school, or you're a chiropractic student, or even if you're a doctor and you just need some other people who can offer a fresh perspective, get to thelegendarychiropractor.com. Check out the website, buy a t-shirt, buy a cool chiropractic bracelet, and then sign up for that Mentor Up program.
Absolutely.
You got to get connected and serve as a mentor, but also be served as a mentee.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Exactly. Yeah, all of those things are great. Sign up for So You Think You Can Tick. Buy Kelli's book because it's amazing. I read it before I gave it to the person I was going to their baby shower. I was like, let me just read this real quick. It's phenomenal. And also, go to thelegendarychiropractor.com. Check out all of its content. It's all free for you guys. I mean, like we said earlier, except for the apparel and the accessories, you got to buy those. And tonight ends the flash sale that I'm doing at 10 p.m. That'll be over. So t-shirts right now are $20 and hoodies are $50. So everything's $10 off, free shipping. And again, if you're a life student, message me and I can get you that in between classes. I've been doing that a lot. So I've been like ducking out at a 50-minute break or a 10-minute break. I'm like, hey, let me get you a t-shirt. So yeah, if you're a life student, check that out. And also check out the Mentor Up program, thelegendarychiropractor.com/mentor up. It's there for you. It's all there for you. You can apply there. You can subscribe to become a mentee, or you can just click somebody's office hours underneath their name and their picture, and it'll take you and to our booking website, and that will solidify your spot to speak with that person as a mentee. So, yeah,
awesome.
it's very cool. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming on tonight. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do
Thanks
for
for
chiropractic.
having us.
Yes. All you do for chiropractic, all that you do for, So You Think You Can Tick and Life University. You guys are amazing. So you keep it up, all right?
You too, Johnny. We know you well.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, see you later.
Bye now.
Say bye, Elliot. Say bye.
Bye.